besties! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Gem. I love reading and I basically just use this channel to share my reading and my reading journey with you. So yes, welcome. Thank you for being here. I hope you're having a lovely week. In this video, I will be sharing my reading goals for this year and how I'm getting on with them now that we're like quarter one is done. We're 1/4 of the way through the year. That stressed me out. Like, I can't believe how quick this year is going. But yeah, let's get into the video. So my intention number one for my reading this year was to shop more at independent and secondhand bookstores, which was going really well. When I was in Brisbane, I went to the most amazing secondhand book fair by Lifeline charity and I bought loads of secondhand books and I was like, smashing this goal. Then we've gone traveling again and we're doing very slow travel, which is amazing. We're currently in Thailand, in Chiang Mai, and we're probably gonna go to Vietnam next, I think. We haven't got a full plan. Anyway, doing this slow travel still means I'm just with a backpack. So I can't really have that many physical books. This is the extent of the amount I've got on me, which when you're only allowed like 15 kg for a flight, that is still quite a lot. So naturally, I am not really buying physical books, so I'm not really working towards this goal at the moment. But when I have somewhere to live, that is going to be a big focus, especially if I live in Asia, because books are a lot more expensive here from my experience. Okay, goal number two is more of a specific one. It is read 6 classics by the end of the year. I'm on track for this goal, and it didn't start off great because I was reading Great Expectations and I was doing it slowly and it was taking me a lot of time. But then I was like, no, I'm just going to sit down and instead of like trying to chip away at it, I'm just going to read it as if it's like a normal book, even though I'm annotating it. And yeah, I smashed through like half of it quite quickly and now I've read my second classic. I'm on track. It's 3 months into the year. I've read 2. I've really enjoyed reading them and I'm really glad I set this as a goal. I always say I want to read classics and then just never do, but actually like setting this as a really specific goal has really motivated me to pick them up. And I know like when it comes to the end of April, I have to pick up another one to be on track, and it's quite fun because also I'm annotating them, which means I have an excuse to buy physical books and carry them around with me. My next goal was to read 1 non-fiction book a month and obviously then have read 12 by the end of the year, so if it wasn't perfect, it was okay. And I set this as a goal because I used to be such a non-fiction girly. I used to love non-fiction, I used to read so much of it, and then I realised I like barely read any non-fiction in 2024. When I like looked at my reading at the end of the year, I was quite disappointed to be like, oh, I just kind of skipped out all non-fiction books. So I was like, I'm gonna make sure I prioritise it this year, and it has really, really worked because in just prioritising reading 1 a month, it's made me want to pick up so many more non-fiction books. I've now read 7 non-fiction books, which is so much fun. I'm really enjoying them, and like I've got more on my TBR this month and there's so many I want to read. I feel so motivated to read them again. So I don't know, sometimes like the motivation comes after you start the thing. Like I didn't want to read, I don't know what I'm saying, I'm rambling now. Let's move on. Okay, goal number 4, prioritize finishing series over starting new ones. And this was not going well. It was just not going well, guys. I started 2 new series, then I blindly chose my March TBR and it picked out another one to start. I just realised I need to sort my life out. So I was like, I'm gonna look at how many series I've got on the go. And if you've seen my series I'm currently reading video, you will know how that went. Not great. No, so fun, so many great series to read, but so many books to get through. So even though this goal is not going well at the moment, we are changing that. Currently, 50% of my TBR and 50% of the books I read for the rest of the year are going to be books that are on my series I need to finish list. So my next goal is to use my Kindle more, which, because we've been traveling, I've smashed this one. Absolutely had no choice but to hit this goal. Go me. The challenge will be sticking to it when we have got a bit more of a base and somewhere I can buy more physical books and be tempted to read only physical books. But I am loving reading on my Kindle, and upgrading to the Paperwhite has made such a difference. Yeah, I'm just really enjoying reading my Kindle at the moment, so woo. So it's literally the next day. Basically, I was filming and loads of building work started, and then I was like, I'll film later, and it just got too dark by the time I'd finished. So it's the next day, but we're just gonna carry on with the video. I'm not gonna reshoot. So next reading goal. So goal number 6 is to read more history. I actually added this goal a bit later in the year because I was reading more non-fiction and this made me like want to read more history. I then found Kissed Reads on YouTube. I really liked his YouTube channel and it just inspired me to read so much more history. So yeah, I was like, I'm gonna set that as a little goal for this year and prioritize reading history books, because I do find if I like write something down and say, oh, I'm gonna focus on that, I will do it. Whereas if I just want to do something, I might just then forget. Anyway, Anyway, reading more history is going. I'm reading history books again, which is super exciting. So my next goal is my 2025 TBR. So I picked 25 books I'm going to read this year. I'm doing quite well. I'm reading 8 of them. So I'm reading 8 of them. I've read 8 of them. Let's look at the 2025. I've read When the Moon Hatched. I'm currently reading Yellowface actually, so that's good. That'll be 9 soon, and that's on my TBR for this month, so that's exciting. I've read Onyx Storm, Great Expectations, The Serpent of the Wings in the Night, and I've read the second book in that series, so that's good. Deep End, that was disappointing. Powerful, I've read that, and I've read Reckless, so that's good. Sunrise on the Reaping, I can't find anywhere, so hopefully I can read that soon, because I'm really excited. Wild and Wrangled, Atmosphere, Great Big Beautiful Life. So they aren't out yet, but 2 of them come out this month, so I'll be able to tick them off soon. Persuasion is a classic, need to read that. The Bridge Kingdom I've read. All of these next ones I haven't even thought about reading yet, but they will get there before the end of the year. Woman Living Deliciously. Woman Living Deliciously. So I feel like I'm doing quite well with that. 8 out of 25 is not bad. And that's on my TBR for the coming few months as well. Quite a few of those are usefully series that I need to finish, which obviously I'm prioritising anyway, so that's quite good. They'll overlap and help me hit that goal. So my final goal is my number goal. I'm trying to read 75 books this year, and I've currently read 27 at the end of March. That's really good. I'm more than on track for that. However, I am actually trying to focus less on this number now. I don't actually want to make that 75 my priority. This is because I know I've got a lot of like big books to read because I need to finish my I want to focus on finishing series. That means like Kingdom of Ash, which I know is huge in the Throne of Glass series. That means like Dune 2, Lord of the Rings, which are like heavy, hard reads. I don't want to be put off reading them because I want to hit 75. So like the reading goal of hitting 75 is there, but I am actually focusing less on it and more focusing on what I'm reading. But yeah, I'm on track to hit it, so hopefully I do anyway. That's how it's going. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps this channel so much. Yeah, thank you for watching all the way to the end. I will see you in the next video.